Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel at Positive Bluebird. It is Tuesday and it is time to answer the Q&A. And I want to start off first by saying that I do have a mild tic syndrome related to Tourette's, so I do tend to stutter a lot, I pause a lot, so bear with me. It is what it is. I can't just keep stopping and re-recording and starting over. It's just too much. We have to live with what we've got, right? Okay, my first question is from Becca MS Fighter. First, Becca, I want to say I'm sorry that you have MS, but I would love to join your channel sometime to see more about you, and I'd love to send some strength and positivity your way. Her question is, can you do some sort of video on your piercings and tattoos if they're not too personal? Well, to be honest with you, I don't have any tattoos. I would love to get one though. I think a tiny little bluebird from the Campfire Girl Bluebirds that I joined when I was a little girl in the 3rd grade would be awesome. And maybe surrounded by laurel leaves because my name, Laura, comes from the Bible of laurel leaves, which is the garland around your head that signifies peace and tranquility, all that fun stuff. So, and Becca, it sounds like you have 5 tattoos and 10 piercings. That's pretty cool. Um, I saw you with a shaved head. I'm sorry, maybe, wait, I'm sorry. Maybe you, I can't see this. What does it say? Maybe you could talk about your hair. I saw it shaved in a video. I think you do awesome at a GRWM or makeup looks. Stay positive. I don't know what a GRWM is. Can you tell me what that is? If it's a lookbook kind of thing, I do have a few videos of my looks and hairstyles that are somewhere in the archives. One of these days, I'll share that with you guys, maybe in a link. Um, what was the other question? Um, oh, the shaved head. That actually is growing back. I had to have a brain scan one year, and they recommended that I had a shaved head, so that it can, like the little probe things that they stick on your scalp, could read better. They were trying to see if I had any link to the Alzheimer's and stroke because of a severe high amount of blood pressure that I had one day. It was dangerously high, and I ended up going to the ER. So, but I'm growing that out. Okay, the next question is from my dear friend Cheryl Miller. What high school did you go to? Cheryl, I went to Arapahoe High School out in Arapahoe, Colorado. Have you ever been married? Yes, twice, and my second divorce should be coming up here eventually. What's your biggest regret? My biggest regret would be um, the way that I handle certain traumatic situations, that are not pertaining to me, but if they trigger me, I wish that I could have handled them a little bit differently and not get overly involved. Yeah, so that's my biggest regret. Where would you love to go on vacation? Oh man, I would love to go maybe to Tahiti or some kind of an island, where the ocean is so beautiful and bright blue. Um, what is your occupation? I don't work because I've been fully disabled since 2006, and I won my settlement in 2009. But I did work as a parapro and a co-teacher, and I also worked in the daycare field back in the day. How old is your son and what is his name? My son's name is Ryland, and he is 16 years old. What was your drug of choice, and were you addicted, and are you clean now? I've never done any illegal drugs except for back when I was 15 years old in the early 80s or mid 80s. I tried ending my life by taking the entire medicine cabinet of my parents' medication. I was going through some really, really bad times of sexual abuse and emotional abuse from my parents and from my dad. And so I tried to end my life. Your hair is so beautiful and red and gorgeous. Well, thank you, Cheryl. What do you do to get it beautiful? Sometimes I put lotion in it, like green tea lotion or eucalyptus, and I do that about once a week, and I leave it on dry hair. What is your favorite movie of all time? I think I really love Still Magnolias with Julia Roberts, Sally Field, and Dolly Parton. And if you guys haven't seen it, it was made in the early 90s, and I love it. It's won tons of awards. Go see it, or rent it, I should say. Um, what is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is social media drama. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh my gosh. I think I will be alone. My son is 16, and in 5 years, he'll probably have his own apartment, and I'll be sitting here just crocheting with my cat. No, I really don't know. I really hope that I'll have a good social life. Who's been your biggest role model and helper in your life? That was my grandmother, which was my mom's mom. I think she was my protector in the house with that monster, and she knew deep down, I really think she knew what was going on, and she just distracted me with healthy things such as sewing and crafting at the age of 12. Um, what is the one person, or who is the one person that you couldn't love enough? That would be my son. Where did you get the nickname Positive Bluebird? And sometimes I hear yourself being called Birdie. Um, from how long have you had that nickname, and what is your real name? My real name is Laura Lackey, and my nickname Birdie came from the children at the daycare center when they were really little, like the age of 2 or 3. There was some bird feathers in my pocket because we were doing arts and crafts, and there was a bundle of tissue in there. And so this little boy walked up to me and said, "Birdie, Birdie," and so I went with it, and that's how I got the children to behave themselves in the daycare by manipulating them into believing there was a bird in my pocket. Yeah, and Positive Bluebird would be because I was part of the Campfire Girls Bluebird camp back in the 3rd grade, and my mom was the leader. I think that's it from you, Cheryl. Let's see. Okay, you guys, I'm at 8 minutes. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this clip. This was May 23rd, and I'm going to do part 2. And so, stay tuned for that, you guys. Stay positive. I'm having fun.